Check 1 2. Check 1 2.
The following is a presentation of the HAN Network, the leader for local news, sports, and more in southwestern Connecticut.
From Fairfield Ward High School, this is the HAN Network's coverage of the 2017 Boys Basketball FCIAC Championships. Game number 3 of the quarterfinals featuring the number 4 Trinity Catholic Crusaders and the number 5 Wilton Warriors, moments away from tip-off. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Frank Renita, sitting alongside Kevin Coleman. We've seen 4 games already today, including basketball, girls hockey, boys hockey. What an exciting afternoon it has been, Kevin.
You talk about an exciting afternoon filled with high school FCIAC sports here in Fairfield County. Everyone here in the area is getting treated to some excellent athleticism from these student athletes. And how about these 2 basketball games we've already seen? Richfield winning at the buzzer. No game has been won by more than 3 points. These 2 games have been very close.
Of course, we started the day off at Terry Connors, the girls FCIAC championship in hockey. The Greenwich Cardinals, the new queens of the conference, defeating the 3-time champion Darien Blue Wave by a score of 2-0. We recently just learned Greenwich and Fairfield in boys hockey, a 3-6 matchup, went to overtime. The number 6 seed Greenwich Cardinals have won 5-4 in overtime. Second year in a row, Fairfield ranked 3rd. Has been eliminated by a 6 seed. The Cardinals advance on to play the New Canaan Rams on Wednesday night. Number 1 seed Richfield is awaiting the winner of Stamford, West Hill, and St. Joe's. That game starting momentarily. That'll be on our Facebook live stream if you want to check in there at any point. But if you're tuned into the HAN Network right now, you're not worried about hockey. You want to see some high school hoops. And 2 of the more interesting teams in the conference this year when you think about the story. Let's start with the Wilton Warriors, who are the 5th seed in the tournament. Started the season 10-0. Then they lost that first game of the year to these same Trinity Catholic Crusaders. Finished the stretch 5-5 after that 10-0 start. It was just injuries hit this team hard. They lost a little bit of that swagger, but they're back here today, and they are as healthy as they've been all season. We've learned Jack Williams, 100% ready to go. How important is he to this lineup?
Frank, before I go in diving into and dissect this Wilton Warriors team, got to give a shout-out to Coach Lurchin. What a fantastic job he has done with the Greenwich girls hockey team. Congratulations to him. And, of course, our good buddy, Coach Rurak. What a fantastic win all around. A big day for Greenwich hockey as the Greenwich Cardinals on the boys' side move along. And you just said it, they're the girls' side, the queens of the FCIAC. So I just wanted to give a quick shout out to them. But Frank, to your question about the Wilton Warriors, they get their identity back tonight. And I think it starts with Jack Williams, Cronenberg, Drew Connolly. Those three really get this offense going, this whole team going. This is a really strong team. They move up and down the floor very fast. Listen, if they're on tonight, if their shots fall, there's no doubt this Wilton Warriors team can win. But on the other hand, they're going up against a 4-seed Trinity Catholic Crusaders team who's playing some of the best basketball down the stretch in the FCIAC.
Went 8-2 in their final 10 games, including a 6-game win streak to end the regular season. They come into this tournament as hot, if not hotter, than any team. And it all starts down low with the presence of Dutrail Cantavio and Dimitri Moyes in the middle.
Well, Frank, we go back to what we saw against Trumbull 2 weeks ago. What a performance they put on in the upset, going to number 1 Trumbull's house, beating them fair and square just from the tip-off. They were the much better team, and it all started with Dutrail Cantavio and Moyes. The two of them, Dimitri Moyes, the two of them were outstanding. Dimitri Moyes was great from three-point land. Cantavio just showing his pure athleticism down low. The two of them were the big reasons why this team got out to a big lead. How about Cameron Blake? I thought he stood out to me a lot in that game as well. Big guy, he needs to come up. Big playmaker as the point guard for the Crusaders. He's really going to lead this offense. And I thought, Frank, down the stretch against Trumbull, who is a very good defensive team, he made some outstanding offensive plays, hitting some big three-pointers, some free throws. But it came down to their defense, getting some big stops. So if you're Wilton, you need to take care of the basketball early and often.
And I'm glad you mentioned the play of Cameron Blake. Good time to welcome in the third member of our crew today, Chris Kutzo, standing across the way. And Chris, the guards for Trinity Catholic a little overshadowed with the play of their bigs down the stretch this season, but McGill, Blake, and Galgano so important to this team's flow.
Yeah, they definitely provide a much-needed spark for this Trinity Catholic team. And like you said, Trinity Catholic is playing some of the best basketball of the season so far, ripping off multiple wins in a row. And they smell blood against the rest of the FCIAC, Frank, as the rest of the FCIAC has been pretty banged up, as we know, with injuries across the league.
Thank you, Chris. And speaking with Coach Gariak before the game, it's a similar situation to what we saw over at Fairfield Ludlow. A little bit concerned about the thin rims here at Warde as well, saying you can just see, heads up, you can just see how those rims don't bounce much when balls hit them. If you're not hitting a pure shot here, you're probably not going to get the benefit of the bounce in this one. Wilton 15-5 on the year, 11-5 in the conference. Trinity Catholic 15-5, 11-5. They get the home advantage via their win over Wilton earlier this year. It was a 69-55 win back on January 27th. Kev, we're going to step aside momentarily. When we get back, we'll have the starting lineups and the first quarter of action right here on the home of FCIAC Sports, the HAN Network.
Let our satisfied customers tell it.
I have called Mr. Handyman for every reason, every occasion, every broken item, every leak. They have bailed me out on many occasions, and I would recommend them to anyone.
For any project, large or small.
MrHandymanCT.com. Looking for new opportunity this year? How does growing a business with unlimited income potential sound? Christy Kinsman is a local entrepreneur building a global health and wellness business in Fairfield County. Offering cutting-edge anti-aging skincare, all botanically based and paraben-free, and a complete vegan, clean-eating nutritional plan, Christy's looking for business partners that can help get others healthier while taking advantage of an untapped market. Take that first step to freedom from the 9-to-5 grind by learning more about the products and our mentorship program. Contact Christy at thelittlehouseShop@yahoo.com. Have a sports injury or slip and fall that needs immediate care? Coastal Ortho Express Urgent Care gives you direct access to an orthopedic specialist fast, without an appointment. Basketball, hockey, skiing, whatever the sports injury is, sprain or fracture, Coastal Ortho Express can help. Coastal Ortho Express Urgent Care, open Monday through Saturday, now in 2 locations. The iPark Building at 761 Main Avenue in Norwalk and 36 Old Kings Highway South in Darien. Or go to coastalorthoexpress.com, like them on Facebook.
Want a new experience in car buying? Scap Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram with one of the largest inventories of new 2- and 4-door Wranglers. We are Connecticut's Wrangler headquarters. Come visit our new Ram Truck Center. Browse our websites, scapchryslerjeep.com or scapdodge.net to find the new Jeep, Chrysler Dodge car, minivan, or Ram truck you've been looking for. Just 2 miles from both I-95 or the Merritt Parkway exit 44. Save thousands at the President's Day event and Ram Truck Month, now through February 28th.
It's all about meeting goals this year, and Trinity CrossFit of Ridgefield has experienced trainers, top-of-the-line equipment, and a newly renovated space to help get you there. Offering more classes per day than any other CrossFit gyms in the area, we cater to all fitness levels. Our coaches have a combined 10 years of experience in CrossFit, and as competitors themselves, Trinity coaches can get you ready for competition in 2017. Visit our convenient location on Route 7, Danbury Road, or find out more at trinitycrossfit.com.
Whether you're looking for the freshest seafood, the perfect steak, or want to share delicious appetizers, look no further than the Stone's Throw in Seymour. Chef Peter Haum has more than 30 years of experience creating original recipes in his American eclectic style. Our dishes are made from scratch with fresh, local ingredients that pair perfectly with a seasonal craft beer, a signature cocktail, or your favorite wine. When you visit our Riverside location, you'll feel like you're on vacation when you're only a stone's throw from home. Visit us on Roosevelt Drive in Seymour or at StonesThrowCT.com.
We told Dad he could have his office back if he sold 150 cars last month.
Deal's a deal.
Well, Dad, you did it. You get your office back.
Forget it. I'm having too much fun down here. My new goal, 160 cars.
Wow.
Folks, if you ever wanted a great price on a new Nissan, now is the time.
Right now, lease a 2017 Altima 2.5S for only $99 a month.
Isn't it time you got Millerized?
Back from Fairfield Ward High School on the HAN Network, Frank Ornito, Kevin Coleman, and Chris Kutzel across the way. Let's meet the starting lineups for both teams tonight. We'll start with the home Trinity Catholic Crusaders. They'll go with Stephen McGill, Cameron Blake, and Peter Galgano in the backcourt. Dutrail Contavio and Dimitri Moyes at the forward positions. For the Wilton Warriors, it'll be Matt Cronenberg, Jack Williams, Andrew Connolly as the guards. Jack Wood and Robert Herman are your forwards. One thing to really keep an eye on. Depth is obviously going to play a major factor. Height advantage, big time, goes to Trinity. But Wilton has, we'd say, about 10 players, Kevin, and they are going to run the court nonstop for 32 minutes. Trinity is working with 5 or 6 big-time players that we've gotten to know this year.
That's why I think it's an intriguing matchup between these two teams, is that, you know, the height advantage definitely goes to Trinity. And Wilton, of course, coming in, a red-hot team. Definitely don't have the size advantage.
As the opening tip controlled by the Crusaders, and we are underway. Galgano calling it out up top. There's Blake down low in the corner as a very patient possession to start for the Crusaders. And then a three-pointer off the mark as Williams going up for that one, and coming away with the rebound was Connolly.
Boy, Frank, it's going to be very physical tonight between these two teams.
Over on the wing, it's Herman. And the first rebound inside is by Jack Williams. Good to see him get going early.
Big start for Jack Williams early on. They need to get him going early.
Galgano up top. We're seeing Wilton employ a zone defense to start this game. They went man-to-man last time they played against the Crusaders. The three-pointer from Wood off the mark. battle for the rebound, and McGill has that one.
Nice rebound by McGill. Almost an over the back on Herman.
As a loose ball down low, and it's last touched by the Warriors. It'll stay with Trinity Catholic with 6:39 remaining. So our first bucket of the night, and it comes from Cameron Blake for 3.
They need to keep feeding him the ball. He's so good from downtown.
And a travel here, turned over. Going back to big turnout today, Kev, from the Wilton student section. They were out in the parking lot over an hour before the game tailgating. Got to give the Warriors Nation a lot of credit.
Got to give them a lot of credit. Got a chance to go out there and check it out. If you follow HCN on Snapchat, you can check out a little clips of it. Got to say hello to the Wilton student section.
As an errant pass for Contavio sails over his head out of bounds. As Cronenberg will run the offense with 6:05 remaining. The Warriors trailing 3-2. Connolly up top, beat his man off the dribble, mid-range jumper no good, got his own rebound. Williams goes inside, kicks to the corner, now Connolly an open look for 3, got it.
Don't leave him open like that. Drew Connolly so good from downtown. He's been so big for Wilton down the stretch, especially with Cronenberg and Williams.
All right, foul here. It's against Williams, his first and the team's first.
Number 21 of Wilton, Jack Wiggins, his first team's first.
Pass inside and the one-touch finish from Moyes. Nice play there, Kev.
How many times have we seen that against Rumble?
And it's given right back. Here's Williams with it now.
There he is. The senior captain coming up big.
Outside Blake. And a three-pointer on the way. Good.
Sends a message to the Wilton student section after that three-pointer there, Frank.
His second 3 of the night. He's got 6 points already. Conley, kick to the corner. Williams has to slow it back down. Good job by McGill getting back in position.
Smart move there by Jack Williams to reset.
Double team came momentarily with Algano guarding against Conley. Kicks outside. Williams goes into the paint. Back to Conley. He spots up a 3. Got it.
Oh! Big shot there by the senior. Good dish by Williams.
And Coach Walsh wants to take a timeout with 4:01 remaining. It is a 10-8 Warrior lead. You're watching the FCIAC quarterfinals on the home of FCIAC Sports, the HAN Network.
Timeout, Trinity Catholic. It will be a 30-second.
At InSports Trumbull, the game is always on inside. Recently renovated and home to one of Connecticut's largest indoor turf fields, InSports is a multi-sport recreation center providing state-of-the-art facilities for league play, camps, and youth programs. Sign your child up now for InSports Future Stars Basketball Academy, teaching skills on the basketball court for boys and girls ages 5 through 9. Visit InSportsCenters.com for more information on this 7-week program. And for adults, spots are also still available for our men's 30 and over and 40 and over leagues. Like and follow us on Facebook.
Definitely the start the Wilton Warriors wanted. Flying out of the gate. They've lived off the 3 all year. They're hitting them right now. Let's go across the court to Chris Kutza, who's inside the huddle during that timeout. Chris.
Yeah, Frank, Trinity's definitely able to get some good looks. And in a very hostile environment with the student section, Cameron Blake doing his best to get Trinity a little spark offensively, but they just got to slow it down and make sure they don't get Wilton to get in the fast break.
Thank you, Chris. As a 3 from Moyes on the way, no good. Contavio the rebound. Outside, Cameron Blake, another 3 attempt, no good. McGill the rebound, the putback, and the foul.
Jack Williams asking for an over the back, as well as senior captain Jack Wood. Frank, they're going to kill you all game long. If you don't put a body on them.
Foul was on Jack Wood. His first bucket of the night for McGill as he looks to convert the old-fashioned three-point play. So now an 11-10 Crusader lead with 3:30 remaining in the first quarter.
Great. You're watching this matchup right here. Cameron Blake and Matthew Cronenberg. Be on the lookout for that. Cameron Blake is shutting him down right now.
As it's Williams up top. Hands to Cronenberg as it's a battle of threes isolated against Cameron Blake. Crusaders switches. Williams goes off the glass. Nice touch, young man.
Oh, what a pretty play by the senior captain. It looks pretty healthy to me there, Frank.
12-11 the score. Ball thrown up, and Dutrell Contavio skying up to grab that one, and then call for the offensive foul.
Easy call there. Nice job by Wood, planting his feet, selling the offensive foul, gets the call.
An obvious call on the foul, but how about the hops from the young man to grab that one?
Frank, we're going to see it all game long. We even saw it against Trumbull, if you remember correctly. We saw an alley-oop that night.
Jumping out of the gym. 2:56 remaining, 12-11 the Warriors on top. Game number 3 of the quarterfinals. One of the matches for Tuesday night has already been set. We will see Ridgefield and Danbury. 4 teams remaining now, fighting for 2 spots. It's a nice little pass underneath. Conley to Herman in the bucket.
Swish and dish, my man, down low. What a pretty play, Drew Connolly. Frank, you just mentioned we already have a semifinal set up. Congratulations to Danbury and Ridgefield advancing on. 2 excellent quarterfinal games we saw to start off the day.
Galgano with time and space hits the 3.
Trinity is going to dissect that 2-3 zone all game long. If you leave him open, especially Galgano, he's going to knock that down all night long.
As we get our first look at Kyle Matala as he is checked into the game. Hands off, sets a pick for Conley, can't convert off it. And the rebound control by Moyes. Outside, it's McGill. As he plays catch up top with Galgano into the paint. Kicking down low and a mid-range jumper on the way. Nice shot there. Dimitri Moores with points number 3 and 4.
So good from the mid-range. A guy like his size, if he can shoot it, so rare to see. Easy call for the referee there. Didn't set his feet, Herman. I can understand why Coach Gariak upset, but listen, Herman did not set his feet. Referee's going to call that every time.
So the foul on Herman is first, and it was very, very close, as you were right. Coach Gariak visually upset with the officials on that one. Trinity with a 2-point lead under 90 seconds to play in the quarter. As Blake on the baseline throws up the shot, no good. Dutrell Contavio, the putback and the bucket.
And they're just not putting the body on Dutrell. Plain and simple. Not boxing out. They're going to get second chance opportunities all game long.
Connolly running the offense right now. Up top, Williams hesitates for a moment inside, and he kicks it out to Matala. 3-pointer on the way, no good. And an offensive rebound controlled by the Warriors. Conley, catch and shoot 3. No good. And now Moyes the rebound. Good looks on that possession, though, for the Warriors.
They're getting the open shots. They're just not falling so far.
McGill kicks it outside. Cameron Blake spots up a 3. Short. The rebound to Williams, and that's foul number 2 on Contavio.
You want to get him out of the game, get him in foul trouble, plain and simple. Question is Coach Walsh going to go to the bench? And it looks like he is.
It's going to be Timothy Val who comes in.
Drew Connolly and Jack Wood are going to take a seat.
We get our first look at young Nick Cronenberg as well as Joseph Pazzi. A 4-point Crusader advantage. Matala behind his back momentarily, now inside. Foul was on the floor before the shot. See what's on.
The junior showcasing a little shimmy shake around the back. Couple nice dribbling moves by the junior. Attacking the rim.
Cronenberg outside.
How about Cameron Blake?
He's going to get a steal here. And all alone behind the back, Galgano with the left hand. How about the look?
What a pretty play there, Cameron Blake. Watch out for him on defense.
Cronenberg steps into a three, trying to beat the buzzer. Good job by Posey. As he was fouled on a putback with 0.8 of a second remaining.
Cronenberg going to take his seat right now. Coach Deriak upset with that shot selection.
I have to figure some frustration in that shot coming off the takeaway by Blake. As Posey's first attempt comes up short. How about the pass by the sophomore, though, running the floor?
Sophomore playing like a senior.
Posey hits the back end and trims the lead to 5. It is 20-15 in favor of the number 4 Trinity Catholic Crusaders. We're going to step aside and be back with more high school hoops on the HAN Network right after this.
Looking for new opportunity this year? How does growing a business with unlimited income potential sound? Christy Kinsman is a local entrepreneur building a global health and wellness business in Fairfield County. Offering cutting-edge anti-aging skincare, all botanically based and paraben-free, and a complete vegan, clean-eating nutritional plan, Christy's looking for business partners that can help get others healthier while taking advantage of an untapped market. Take that first step to freedom from the 9-to-5 grind by learning more about the products and our mentorship program. Contact Christy at thelittlehouseshop@yahoo.com. Are you looking for new opportunities?
Give your day a jumpstart with the latest news, sports, weather, and more on Coffee Break, live on the HAN Network, weekdays at 11 a.m. Connecticut news doesn't get any more local than on Coffee Break.
Back on the HAN Network, Frank Ornito and Kevin Coleman sitting courtside tonight. For more on what the coaches had to say to their respective squads, let's go across the court to Chris Kalen, who was inside the huddles. Chris.
Frank, for Wilton, it was just don't take stupid shots. You have to settle for those high percentage shots because Trinity is very physical and they have a lot of length and they can rebound the basketball. So Wilton just has to settle for some good shots and space the floor. Back to you.
That was Chris Kutzo standing across the way. Thank you, Chris. So go inside to Williams. Beat his man on the up and under as he put McGill down to the ground.
Jack Williams again. So good, especially inside the paint. Big bucket for the Warriors.
Outside Galgano. McGill thought about a three, chose opposite. Galgano inside with a little runner, no good. And Moy is called for the over the back.
Easy call for the referee there. Moy is getting a little over aggressive. He has to be careful as well, especially getting into foul trouble with Contavio sitting on the bench right now. Wilton's got to take advantage. No Contavio on the floor right now.
Williams sends to the corner as it was Nick Cronenberg climbing the ladder to grab that one. There is Williams up top to his left. Outside, Jack Wood wants a three-pointer, no good. As the rebound finds its way to Williams.
Both teams struggling to box out here early on.
Cronenberg with it, leaves for Williams with all the time in the world. Got it.
Three-pointer. Don't leave the captain wide open like that. He's going to hit it all day.
11 points in the first half. We're tied at 20. Argano in it. Back over to Blake. As Blake's got an open look for three, and it goes all but down and back out.
Warriors catching a break there, the rim being their friend.
Williams from the free throw line, no good. And the rebound to Moise.
Picture perfect rebound there by Moise. You want to learn how to rebound, watch that tape.
Pass to Moise down low. He goes up high to grab it. And a foul coming here against Nick Cronenberg. Rashid Constant checking in for the first time tonight for the Crusaders. And he's going to go with the catch and shoot three off the inbound play. No good. A great job boxing out that time by Jack Williams.
Listen, they have to keep doing that. You want to try and get Moise and Contavio, and you see Vale there off the boards. That's how you box out, folks.
Speaking with Coach Garyak, one of the biggest differences between this matchup against Trinity and the first time they met is having Jack Williams back.
Just moved his feet a little too soon there, Jack. But you're absolutely right, Frank. Having him on the floor makes this Wilton team so much better.
Tied at 20 with 5:40 remaining in the first half. Cameron Blake inside, scoop layup, no good. Connolly had it, lost it momentarily. Unable to recover and gain half court. Hands off for Williams, got tied up, and the foul coming here against Blake.
Cameron Blake, very good defender, but got a little too aggressive there on Jack Williams, knowing that he's so good at driving the paint. And Frank, already 17 fouls.
So Williams will head to the line to shoot free throws.
We saw it in both first two games. All four teams got into foul trouble early on in that first half. First game, Richfield and Warde both went into the bonus. Danbury went into the bonus early on in the first half in their game against Darien. That's going to be on Jack Williams.
I think he thought that one was short, so he was trying to crash the board there. So negate the point. We stay tied at 20. Contavio is back into the game. As McGill pulls up on the baseline, no good.
Nice job boxing out there by Herman.
Williams inside to the rack, no good. The rebound controlled. Putback is good. This time it was Kyle Schifrin.
Schifrin. How about that effort down low? Him and Vale going at it. Love this intensity, Frank. This is what the playoffs bring, intensity. Schifrin bringing it on the court right now, getting this crowd into it.
For more inside this intensity, let's go across the way. Chris Kutzo's on the side with the benches. How's it feeling over there?
Oh, it's definitely heating up, Frank. It's going to be a big show down here the stretch, especially with this student section. You can definitely tell that it's amping up this Wilton team. Back to you.
Here's Williams off a screen. No good. And the rebound, McGill. It's Crusaders trying to find their first point of the quarter. Nice move by McGill there. Couldn't hit the three. And Herman's got the board.
Wilton doing a lot better boxing out and getting these rebounds and moving in offense transition.
Conley looking for help. Had it poked away, and now he's got a dribble to work with again. Kicked outside. Wood thought about a three. Pulls inside the line. Mid-range, no good. The rebound to Herman momentarily. as Galgano had it, and they'll say it was last touch by Herman. Crusaders take over.
Loving the fight down low between both teams so far. Not giving an inch. Crusaders looking to answer on offense. I think this zone right now for the Warriors is doing an excellent job with Williams up top.
So they go to the corner. Cameron Blake for three, in and out, and another rebound for Conley.
Boy, Cameron Blake has had some good looks early on.
Coast to coast goes Conley, making it look easy. And the great Mike Walsh wants to take a full timeout. A 9-0 run to start the quarter. It's 24-20 in favor of Wilton. We'll step aside and be back with more high school hoops on the HAN Network right after this.
Well, there's still a bite out on the water. Most anglers have decided to stow the gear for the winter. Just because Mother Nature isn't cooperating doesn't mean you can't see the latest models of all your favorite gear. With 2 convenient locations, it couldn't be easier to get your fix of summer. Boater, beach bum, fisherman, or simply love the New England coast, this is a unique place to shop. The Dock Shop, 51 Tokenique Road, Darien, 609 Riverside Avenue, Westport, or on the web, dockshop.com.
Back on the HAN Network, Frank Granito, Kevin Coleman, Chris Kutzo is across the way. He was inside Mike Walsh's huddle during that timeout. A slow start, to say the least, starting the second quarter here, Chris.
Yeah, Coach Mike Walsh for Trinity was definitely saying that they have to spread it around the perimeter and try and get open looks. But mainly he wanted them to get it inside the interior too, because they can press with the size that they have and the physical strength that they have. But they just have to continue to take good looks. Back to you.
Thank you, Chris. And they do have to be careful inside, Kevin. All 3 of the big men right now playing with 2 fouls for the Crusaders.
And listen, if Wilton wants to win this game, that's how you do it. You get these 2 who are so crucial to this lineup for the Crusaders. You get them in foul trouble, make them sit on the bench.
As Galgano outside has to reset. Good pressure from the zone. Get it inside to do trail, and he's called for the travel.
Jack Wood went hard down on the floor there. A little slow to get up, he looks to be all right.
Controlling is Scott Cunningham as another player off the bench for Coach Gariak. Now Conley matched up against Contrail. Schifrin pulls up. That shot well off the mark, and Moist the rebound as he dribbles out of trouble.
Not a good shot selection there by Matala.
McGill from 15 feet away, and he knocks it down. First point of the second quarter for the Crusaders. They come with 2:20 remaining in the half.
It just comes to show how good Wilton's defense has been early on.
Conley quick to answer.
How about that, Frank? He turned his back before it even went in the rim.
Still a 4-point lead as they go up top. Contavio, and he's fouled inside. Could have gone to either big man with that one. Good communication amongst them to know who was getting it.
That's going to be on Andrew Connolly. Frank Drew has just been so clutch. You know, Wilton went through a little bit of a rough patch during the season. He stayed healthy and was really their guy who kept him in some games. Yes, they may have lost a few, but he really did a fine job keeping Wilton in this playoff hunt. And Contavio proving for a big man he can shoot.
Second free throw in and out. Conley controls the rebound, and he was in trouble, so Coach Gariak wisely taking a timeout with 1:52 to play. We'll spend it as well. We'll be back with more high school hoops after this. on the HAN Network.
It's all about meeting goals this year, and Trinity CrossFit of Ridgefield has experienced trainers, top-of-the-line equipment, and a newly renovated space to help get you there. Offering more classes per day than any other CrossFit gyms in the area, we cater to all fitness levels. Our coaches have a combined 10 years of experience in CrossFit, and as competitors themselves, Trinity coaches can get you ready for competition in 2017. Visit our convenient location on Route 7, Danbury Road, or find out more at trinitycrossfit.com.
Back at Fairfield Ward High School, game number 3 of the FCIAC quarterfinals. It's the 4-5 matchup. The Trinity Catholic Crusaders trailing the Wilton Warriors 26-23 right now. You're watching the HA Network. We thank you for tuning in. We will have Trumbull and McMahon following this one tonight as well for you. St. Joe's and Stanford West Hill and boys hockey is underway on our Facebook live stream. As an opportunity here, Contavio comes up with it, the bucket, and the foul.
What a big bucket there. Contavio. See if you can get the end one here and tie this one up.
This would tie the game at 26. And Chris, how about the athleticism of the big man running the floor?
Yeah, Dutrell Contavio could definitely go both ways. He's a very defensive player, but he can also score in bunches too. But one thing for Trinity, they're definitely starting to pick up the defensive intensity. They were seeing a little lax at the end of the first quarter, start of the second. As now you see here, he steps on the baseline, but that'll go back to Wilton. Back to you.
Thank you, Chris. There's a couple of turnovers, and Coach Gariak has seen enough. He'd like Jack Williams back in the game.
Yeah, good effort there by Galgano. Try and get that steal. Just stepped out of bounds. Not enough room for him to take it up the floor.
Williams tried to kick it outside, and another steal. McGill with number now. Goes to Galgano on his left, but the shot was blocked. Last touch by the Warriors. It stays with Trinity Catholic.
McGill playing a fine first half so far. Using his speed up and down the court. Great defensive play as well.
Open look for three. It's Moist this time. No good. How about the rebounding of Drew Conley early as Herman up off the glass? No good. But the rebound controlled. And Conley called for the travel.
Moving his feet too early again. Second time he's done that. Boy, Trinity would love to get a bucket here with a minute remaining. Potentially take the lead into the half.
Wilton has stayed true to this zone throughout the first half. As they kick it over to Galgano, that's a travel.
Both teams a little sloppy here in the first half with turnovers. Drew Connolly, Galgano, Jack Williams even committed a travel. Both coaches are definitely going to address that in the locker room at half.
With 45 seconds left to play. Wilton a 1-point lead. As finally Wood came out to help Connolly. Another attempt to force it inside. Another steal by the Crusaders.
Great defense, keeping their hands up.
McGill pulls up, no good, and they hand it Connolly one more time. 20 seconds left. Be surprised if they didn't just play for one shot.
Take care of the basketball here if you're Wilton. 2 turnovers in a row. See what Jack Williams wants to do here.
As Williams eyeing the clock, down to 8 seconds, working against McGill. Somehow spinning his way out of traffic. A pass while falling from the floor, and McGill called for the blocking foul with 2 seconds left. Certainly not the way Coach Gariak drew it up, but nonetheless, an opportunity for points for the Warriors.
Nice job there by Breslin. He'll go to the line, 1-1.
Oh. No good. Moist going to throw it up, and it's off the mark to the left. 26-25, the number 5 Wilton Warriors with a 1-point lead. An exciting first half. We got a whole nother one for you coming up. But first, we go back to Terry Connors Ice Rink and our own Kate Chaplensky for an HAN in-game news update.
I'm Kate Chaplensky, and this is your in-game news update on the HAN network, bringing you the latest headlines for Saturday, February 25th. The father charged with killing his daughter's mother in Bridgeport on Friday is an undocumented immigrant that had previously been deported from the U.S. Police say that Oscar Hernandez stabbed and killed 26-year-old Nydia Gonzalez, the mother of his daughter. They say he also stabbed a friend of hers who is in critical condition. Hernandez then allegedly took off with his 6-year-old daughter, Aylin. An Amber Alert was then issued across 6 states. Aylin was found safely in Pennsylvania yesterday, and Pennsylvania State Police say Hernandez is now in custody. Bridgeport police say he has a history of violence and had a restraining order against him for an assault of another female. Federal immigration officials say that 39-year-old Hernandez had previously been deported from Hartford in October 2013. Immigration and Customs Enforcement says he has felony convictions from 2002 for assault and threatening, as well as several misdemeanor convictions. And in other news, a state trooper risked his life Friday evening to save a man who was threatening to jump off the Q Bridge in New Haven. Around 5:30 p.m., troopers from Bridgeport responded to I-95 southbound on the Q Bridge and found the male on the opposite side of a safety wall and barrier. Troopers tried to talk the man to safety, however, he refused and moved closer to the edge in an attempt to jump. A trooper then ran towards the man, jumped over the wall, and grabbed the man, preventing him from jumping off the bridge. The trooper held him against the bridge with no barrier between him and the edge, so other troopers, as well as New Haven police and New Haven firefighters, could pull the male over the wall to safety. The male was transported to the hospital for evaluation and further assistance. State police encourage anyone experiencing emotional distress or suicidal thoughts to contact the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline. That's 1-800-273-TALK. That hotline will be routed to local crisis counselors and services. And in Trumbull, Christian Heritage School was placed on lockdown and White Plains Road was closed Friday morning after a crash and investigation into reports of a man with a gun. Calls to 911 shortly before 7:40 in the morning reported a multi-vehicle crash and that a man had fled carrying a gun. According to Trumbull police, Joseph Mezzanot of Ruth Street in Trumbull was found on Twitchgrass Road, a side street near that crash scene. Mezzanot was taken into custody by officers. A handgun was recovered. Police said Mezzanot, who is 24 years old, had a valid permit and did not display the firearm at any time. Mezzanot was taken to the hospital for treatment of injuries related to the crash. Police say that charges against him are pending. And babysitting money, coats, sneakers, and gift cards have all disappeared over the last couple of weeks from backpacks left unattended in the girls' locker room at Ridgefield High School. The Ridgefield Press reports that calculators, iPads, and other valuables have gone missing from backpacks left in the school's library and student center, too. Now, while locker room theft isn't new at the high school and students are told during orientation to lock up their stuff, at least one parent believes that administrators have dropped the ball and failed to warn students about what's been going on recently. Jen Williamson Pell, whose freshman daughter had $100 in gift cards and $80 in cash stolen from her wallet while she was at gym class, said the school has a policy and her daughter was foolish to leave her backpack unattended, but the school should be reminding students of potential larcenies. The mother said that her and her daughter would have taken a different approach had the school notified either the parent or the student about previous larcenies. But there's a lot more on that story at theridgefieldpress.com. And with 2 months left to raise $210,000, the Darien Lights Brigade is holding a variety of fundraising efforts in Darien and the surrounding area. The Lights Brigade is a group of volunteers working to raise the money needed for LED stadium lights at Darien High. The town and school board has approved the project, but the money must be raised through the Darien Athletic Foundation. Upcoming fundraisers in March and April include sports clinics for young athletes, workout classes, and spa days at area businesses, as well as a guest bartending night at Darien Social and an April fundraiser at Shake Shack. But you can get a list of those fundraisers and more information at Darien Times or find out more at DarienLightsBrigade.com. That does it for this in-game news update on the HAN network. For the latest news, sports, and more, watch Coffee Break weekdays at 11. This update was brought to you by Carl Chevrolet.
Despite out on the water, most anglers have decided to stow the gear for the winter. Just because Mother Nature isn't cooperating doesn't mean you can't see the latest models of all your favorite gear. With 2 convenient locations, it couldn't be easier to get your fix of summer. Boater, beach bum, fisherman, or simply love the New England coast, this is a unique place to shop. The Dock Shop, 51 Tokenique Road, Darien, 609 Riverside Avenue, Westport, or on the web, dockshop.com.
At InSports Trumbull, the game is always on inside. Recently renovated and home to one of Connecticut's largest indoor turf fields, InSports is a multi-sport recreation center providing state-of-the-art facilities for league play, camps, and youth programs. Sign your child up now for InSports Future Stars Basketball Academy, teaching skills on the basketball court for boys and girls ages 5 through 9. Visit InSportsCenters.com for more information on this 7-week program. And for adults, spots are also still available for our men's 30 and over and 40 and over leagues. Like and follow us on Facebook.
Get a fresh start to the new year by shaking up your meal routine. Walter Stewart's Market is your local source for a delicious selection of fresh and convenient salad shakers, like Southwest salad with chicken, Cobb with organic chicken, Power Vegan with fruit and quinoa, Greek salad with tabbouleh, and grilled shrimp with hominy. Grab one from our salad case or order from our deli today. Walter Stewart's Market, 229 Elm Street, New Canaan, or shop online at stewartsmarket.com.
We told Dad he could have his office back if he sold 150 cars last month.
Deal's a deal.
Well, Dad, you did it. You get your office back.
Forget it. I'm having too much fun down here. My new goal, 160 cars.
Wow.
Folks, if you ever wanted a great price on a new Nissan, now is the time.
Right now, lease a 2017 Altima 2.5S for only $99 a month.
Isn't it time you got Millerized?
Whether you're looking for the freshest seafood, the perfect steak, or want to share delicious appetizers, look no further than the Stone's Throw in Seymour. Chef Peter Hom has more than 30 years of experience creating original recipes in his American eclectic style. Our dishes are made from scratch with fresh, local ingredients that pair perfectly with a seasonal craft beer, a signature cocktail, or your favorite wine. When you visit our Riverside location, you'll feel like you're on vacation when you're only a stone's throw from home. Visit us on Roosevelt Drive in Seymour or at StonesThrowCT.com.
It's all about meeting goals this year, and Trinity CrossFit of Ridgefield has experienced trainers, top-of-the-line equipment, and a newly renovated space to help get you there. Offering more classes per day than any other CrossFit gyms in the area, we cater to all fitness levels. Our coaches have a combined 10 years of experience in CrossFit, and as competitors themselves, Trinity coaches can get you ready for competition in 2017. Visit our convenient location on Route 7, Danbury Road, or find out more at TrinityCrossFit.com.
Back on the HAN Network, we're going to go across the way. Chris Kutzo is joined with Joel Gariak, head coach of the Wilton Warriors. Chris.
Coach, tight first half there. What was the message in the locker?
Keep playing hard, keep boxing out, be physical in the game, and no stupid turnovers.
Now, we didn't see a whole lot of Matt Cronenberger. Are we going to see more of him in the second half?
Yeah, he's going to start second half and see how his foot is. He injured his foot a little bit before, so we'll see how he goes.
Now, zone defense is working pretty good. Are you going to continue to implement that?
Yes, right now we're going to keep our zone defense, keep doubling down on their bigs and boxing them out best we can.
All right, excellent. Good luck in the second half. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Coach. And the zone was clearly the play today. They talked about it beforehand. Couldn't really run it that first time around without Williams. And what a difference he makes leading all scorers with 11 in that first half.
He makes all the difference, and look at him on that zone. He's at the top of the key, contesting all the guards. He got a couple steals. Having him on the court makes a difference, Frank. He needed to come back, and he did. He's making a difference for his team. That's why they're up 1. You love to see that defense mentality stay with Wilton. And again, I thought something that he mentioned is that they need to keep boxing out. I thought at the beginning of the game they were struggling. He called the timeout. I'm sure that's what he was preaching to them. And I thought after that timeout he called in the first quarter, they've been boxing out really, really well.
On the other side for Trinity Catholic, what needs to change for the Crusaders offense to get going again?
Well, there's not much that needs to be changed. I thought they've had some really good looks. You know, you look at Cameron Blake, a couple of his three-pointers just rimmed out. You know, they're having good looks. Shots are just not falling. It happens. We'll see if that changes here in the second half. This is a good Trinity team that could easily go on a run.
So the second half of action underway. The Wilton Warriors with a 1-point advantage to start this half. You're watching game number 3 of the FCIAC quarterfinals, all which have been seen where else in the HAN network. As right away the alley-oop goes to Dimitri Moyes, and he starts off the second half.
Good start for Trinity Catholic and a good start for Moyes to get going.
Of course, we'll have to keep an eye on Matt Cronenberg, which Garrick mentioned. Injured his foot a little bit in that first half. Tries a runner early on. No good, and the rebound to Contavio.
Good rebound by Contavio. And Cronenberg wearing that ankle brace and that left foot right there.
McGill spins his way out of trouble. Galgano a runner in the lane, in and out, and the rebound to Herman. Wood finds Williams, buys some time and space. Three-pointer no good, and the rebound McGill.
Good look by Jack Williams. Nice pass by Wood. Even better rebound there by McGill.
Blake open in the corner for 3. No good again, and the rebound one more time to Herman. As Wood goes down to the floor, and he was slow to get up momentarily.
Frank.
Unsuspecting Wood lost his footing. And Cameron Blake with the finish at the other end.
Jack Wood had no idea that pass was coming from Drew Connolly.
William kicks it out. Conley down to Wood. Right back. One more time. Now Wood wants to shoot. An unfortunate bounce there and a foul. Going on Cronenberg. That's Matt's first.
Good ball movement by Wilton to start off the second half. And just like Trinity, shots are just not falling, Frank.
Remember, Wilton did have about a stretch of 4 or 5 possessions in a row with a turnover late in that second half there. Probably could have built a much bigger lead as Galgano pulls up in the mid-range, gets the bucket, and a foul called on the Warriors as well.
Nice job there. It's like Moyes was fouled. And the Crusaders will get the ball. And I mentioned, Frank, if you're Trinity, this is a good team. They can go on a run. So far, they're playing really, really well here to start the second half.
6-0 run to start the quarter. As McGill, the catch and shoot 3. Got it.
What a way to start the second half for the Crusaders. Coach Mike Walsh has to be loving what he's seeing right now.
Cronenberg inside and a foul on the floor. It is Blake's second, the first of the second half against the Warriors. As it's Trinity now that switched to that zone defense. Cronenberg a long 3 off the mark and an offensive rebound by Conley. Inside, and Cronenberg's runner won't go either. Dutrail Contavio the rebound.
Cronenberg can't buy a bucket tonight. Some good looks for him. Shots are just not falling right now for Wilton. They need to pick it up on the defensive end if they want to stay in this.
McGill spinning inside, kicked it out. Galgano for 3. The young man's feeling it now.
FCIAC's got to call a timeout there. Good call.
12-0 run to start the quarter, and it's 37-26. Trinity on top. We'll be right back with more high school hoops after this on the HAN Network. Back on the HAN Network. 5:04 remaining here in the third quarter. A 12-0 run to start the quarter for the Trinity Catholic Crusaders. Now with Wilton that division coming out of the locker room, Chris, what was the message from Coach Garyak?
Well, Coach Garyak was none too pleased with the effort thus far in the second half. The message was be smart on defense, know the zone, and tighten it up on the perimeter because we've seen a couple three-pointers so far for Trinity Catholic in the start of the second half. Back to you.
Thank you, Chris. Remember, Trinity missed out on the FCIAC tournament last year. Wilton needed 2 overtimes to knock off Fairfield Warde 92-90 as they are hoping to get back to the semifinals, and Williams finally gets the Warriors on the board in the second half.
Big bucket there for the Warriors and the captain, Jack Williams. Here comes that 1-3-1 zone defense.
Inside, rebound bouncing around. And Catholic able to control. Galgano outside. Runner in the lane again, no good. Rebound loose. Conley trying to save it. And it was last touched by Moyes. A better possession defensively that time, I thought, from Wilton.
And that's what they need to keep doing here. You mentioned the 12-0 run. Trinity has started the second half. Wilton just needs to pluck away here. An easy deficit to come back from.
Williams putting it on the floor. Outside it's Matala. Playing give and go with Wood up top, and now it's in the hands of Drew Conley in the right wing. Halfway through the third quarter, a 9-point Crusader lead. Outside, Williams thought about the three, put it on the floor instead. Looking for help, and Wood somehow saved it, but then he's called for the travel. And it's turned back over to Trinity Catholic.
Fall right into us over here, Frank. This is what the second half's going to bring. A lot of intensity.
Down low, and it's turned over again, going back the other way.
Coach Walsh not happy with that call.
Turn back over. Moyes looking to run the floor. Draws contact. And it's a blocking foul.
He didn't set his feet, Frank. Good call by the referee.
So the foul goes against Wood. With 3:13 remaining in a 9-point Crusader lead. Moyes getting ready to head to the free throw line. And it's just been very chaotic, to say the least, Chris.
Yeah, it's ramped up. This game is everything that it was built for. I knew it was going to be a tight game, 4 versus 5. We're in for a treat down the stretch here, Frank.
Thank you, Chris. This would make it a double-digit lead if Moyes can hit one or two. He's off with the front end.
Both teams just not finding the back of the rim tonight. It happens to the best of basketball teams, but both teams getting great looks, just not able to finish.
Knew it all the way. And it's a 10-point game again. Matala inside, and how about that block? Up ahead, Moyes on the slam!
What a big moment here. Jerry, I just got teed up. Jerry, I just got teed up. He wanted goaltending, Frank, on that. Jack Williams fired up.
What a series of events. The block from Dutrail Contavio. The slam by Dimitri Moise. And Galgano now adds on the technical free throw.
Coach Jariak needs to keep his emotions in check.
Wilton's going to take a timeout. They're trailing by 14. Catholic starting to blow the roof off this place. We'll be right back on the HAN Network.
I'm Frank Granito.
And I'm Donald Ing for the HAN Network.
Tune in to Nutmeg Sports Monday through Thursday, where we bring you all the top stories from Connecticut sports.
From highlights to player interviews and expert analysis, no one gets you closer to Connecticut's games than Nutmeg Sports.
Nutmeg Sports, now Monday through Thursday at 2 p.m. on the HAN Network.
Back on the HAN Network, the lead quickly up to 14. Catholic with a third quarter, remember, and the Warriors one to forget. Very emotional on the Wilton sideline right now. Let's hear what was said with Chris Kutzel.
Yeah, it all started with be smart. Let's get back to basics. Let's play fundamentals. And just there's a lot of time left to get back into this ball game.
Thank you, Chris. As McGill grabbed 2 or 3 rebounds, but finally called out of bounds. As the last thing Wilton wanted to see on that possession was second chance points for Trinity.
And they're not boxing out here like we saw in the second quarter. They did a great job of boxing out the bigs. See a wet spot on the floor. And you get that cleaned up. Seen a lot of that today. Training staff here at Fairfield Warriors doing a terrific job of making sure everything's wiped down, everything's floor is safe to play on. Got to give them a lot of credit for their effort tonight and their hospitality.
.248 remaining in the third quarter. Conley, the pass down low, and he beat Schifrin through the 5-hole. A really good look, though, from the senior captain.
A great look inside. Just got to shake that one off and forget it happened. Don't let it stick with you if you're Drew Conley. Schifrin's got to shake it off as well.
Pass coming across. Conley right all the way to the lane. Nice play.
Big response there. Great job by Drew Conley to read that pass, intercept it, and get the lane.
Galgano wisely slowing it down. Crusader bench calling for motion. They go inside, and Contavio draws the foul. It's on Herman.
I don't know about you, Frank, but ever since that technical foul, feels like there's an extra intensity on the court right now. Both teams playing with that little extra step. Keep in mind, Wilton's got 5 team fouls right now.
And over the top went Contavio. That's his third.
We'll see if Mike Walsh decides to go to the bench or not.
And he was looking for advice. Certainly considering it seems like. And with a 12-point lead, 2 minutes remaining, the message is going to be, just remember you're playing with 3 fouls, it appears.
See if Wilton can try and get it down low and draw a foul on him.
As Matt Cronenberg back in the game for the Warriors. Conley off the dribble to the rack, got it to go.
There he is. Drew Conley bringing his team back into this game. Now they're down 10.
Touch the glass along with it. Nice job getting up by the guard. All the way across McGill. That 1-3 zone being implemented again. Up high, and that one too tall.
You can see Galgano looking at McGill saying, I was open. McGill, a bad turnover there. Wilton would love to try and take advantage of that turnover.
And Chris, the coach, the message from Coach Walsh that time, don't force the ball, as McGill wanted to get it down low to Contavio. Now a minute and 10 seconds remaining. It's a 10-point game again, but the Warriors with a little bit of life here to end the quarter.
Everyone seems to get a touch on the ball on each offensive possession here. Great ball movement here by the Warriors.
Cronenberg inside, little runner in the lane, got it to go.
There it is, he needed that. That could get him going. Big bucket there for Cronenberg.
His first bucket of the night. And it's an 8-point game again with 45 remaining. Moyes going to expand his range for three, no good. Battle for the rebound. And it stays with Trinity Catholic, last touch by Connolly.
Good fight by both teams so far. Wilton would love to get a stop here. Keep in mind the 5-team fouls.
As up top, it's Galgano. Cross with 30 seconds, and McGill controls now. Cronenberg thought about jumping into the lane, was just a half-second late, though. Here's Cameron Blake with it. Blake, 10-foot jumper, no good. And Moyes the rebound over Matt Cronenberg, and Coach Walsh calling for one shot now with 10 on the clock.
So good. There's that presence down low.
Outside, McGill at the buzzer, no good. And that's the way the third quarter ends. Love the presence of mind there by Galgano, not biting on the fake countdown. A strong quarter for Trinity, a good finish for Wilton. 42-34, we'll be right back with the fourth quarter on the HAN network.
At InSports Trumbull, the game is always on inside. Recently renovated and home to one of Connecticut's largest indoor turf fields, InSports is a multi-sport recreation center providing state-of-the-art facilities for league play, camps, and youth programs. Sign your child up now for InSports Future Stars Basketball Academy, teaching skills on the basketball court for boys and girls ages 5 through 9. Visit InSportsCenters.com for more information on this 7-week program. And for adults, spots are also still available for our men's 30 and over and 40 and over leagues. Like and follow us on Facebook.
Back on the HAN network, Frank Granito, Kevin Coleman, and across the way, Chris Kutzo, who was inside the huddles during that timeout. Let's go over to Chris now.
Frank, the message inside the timeout there for Trinity Catholic, just don't get anxious inside the zone. They want to keep trying to find the open space in the end zone, because it seems to be working a little bit more effectively now, because Wilton ended that quarter on a 6-0 run. Back to you.
Thank you, Chris. It's an 8-point lead. An 8-point lead to start the fourth quarter. We saw a bigger lead evaporate in the last game as Cronenberg from well behind the arc, no good. Conley's got the rebound though.
Big offensive board.
And he draws a foul as well. Conley has just dominated on the glass today.
He's been great on the glass, considering you got Contavio and Moyes on the floor for Trinity. Just shows his pure athleticism. Foul's going to be on McGill. This guy right here, Jack Williams. Got to get him going, especially Cronenberg right here.
Cronenberg working to his left, thought about the mid-range jumper, instead kicks it out for a three. Jack Williams knocks it down.
That's a big three-pointer there, Frank. Tight defense. That 1-3-1 defense is coming back in your face here for Trinity.
As they go up top, nice pass inside, and a foul called on Schifrin. How about Dimitri Moyes, though, dumping it back to his buddy Dutreo Contavio.
There's that chemistry you see right there before your eyes. Chemistry between these two is so impressive. To know where each other are at every moment on the floor. the vision. Both these players are very special.
So he hits the first.
Not to mention that, I mean, they're great down low. These two can shoot, Frank.
They can shoot. They've hit their free throws today. They really came into their own in the second half of the season. As he hits both. That'll end it a 9-0 run. Conley quickly to answer. No, but the rebound.
It's off Cronenberg.
We see some substitutions being made. Coach Walsh going to take a timeout. We'll take it as well. 7:06 remaining. We'll be right back on the HAN Network.
We told Dad he could have his office back if he sold 150 cars last month.
Deal's a deal.
Well, Dad, you did it. You get your office back.
Forget it. I'm having too much fun down here. My new goal, 160 cars.
Wow.
Folks, if you ever wanted a great price on a new Nissan, now is the time.
Right now, lease a 2017 Altima 2.5S for only $99 a month.
Isn't it time you got Millerized?
Back on the HAN Network. What a day it has been. 7 broadcasts in total, and we still got more to come. But another exciting one on our hands, Kev.
We got another great game. 2 excellent basketball games to start off the day. Richfield Warde, Danbury Darien. And now this one. Both games have been so close.
As Galgano shows off the speed into the lane. That's going to be an offensive foul.
Great job by Jack Wood. Setting his feet, the captain. Frank, he's still hobbling on the court. You're going to see him limp off the court there. He's been taking a beating all game long.
It has been a rough night for Wood. He is in some pain over on the bench, but give the young man a lot of credit. Trinity is into the bonus as Wilton has 6 fouls against him in the second half. Williams pull up 3.
The captain. Clutch. What a big three-pointer there by Jack Williams.
Second three-pointer of the quarter, and it's a 4-point Crusader lead. Up top, Contrail outside. And a travel called there.
That's a big break for Wilton. Turnover like that can really change the momentum of the game.
As we are seeing Coach Gariak use the full bench at his disposal now here in the fourth quarter. 7 players total have played for the Crusaders. Wilton has used 9 in the fourth already. Conley outside. Nick Cronenberg for 3. No, it came up short. And the rebound, Contavio. Schifrin a little hobbled after that one, but able to make it back.
Boy, the young sophomore would have loved to hit that in front of the home fans.
Up top, and Galgano's got it. Williams almost took it away from Blake. Inside, scoop layup, no good. Ball tipped around. The rebound, Dutrell Contavio, and now Connolly has it.
What an effort by both teams here. Great hustle.
Kicked outside. Williams open for 3. No good. Schifrin the board.
It's going to be on Trinity.
It's on Rashid Constant.
And McGill checking back in. They need him on the floor.
Williams was open momentarily, but they'll slow it back down.
Smart move. Run the offense here.
Connolly wanted to step into a 3, but it finds its way back up top with Cronenberg. Now Conley's feeling it, but it's no good, and Contavio the rebound.
Boy, good looks for Wilton. They're just not dropping Frank.
Let's go across the way inside the benches. Chris Kutzo is standing by.
Yeah, you could definitely tell, Frank, that these teams both want this game really bad. The defensive intensity was definitely heating up here. As we got to travel, Wilton force another turnover. Back to you.
As Trinity just cannot seem to get it going offensively in this fourth quarter. The lead still sits at 4.
Listen, Wilton need to take advantage of these turnovers, Frank. It's unbelievable. They've had great looks. Shots are just not falling. This is a big possession here in this game. Even regardless, still a lot of time. This is a big possession. Trinity's not going to turn the ball over much longer.
Finds Connolly outside. Working against Contavio as he isolates. Crossed him over in the lane, trying to go down low. A good defense by the Crusaders. Cronenberg inside, a little floater.
What a big floater there by the captain. Over Contavio. Not easy to do. It's a one possession game now, Frank.
The lead is 2 with 4:20 remaining. Down low, Contavio up the alley-oop.
So good at breaking this 1-3-1 zone, especially with the two big guys down there. Wilton's got to respond.
As a foul on the floor, it is the 6th-team foul against Trinity Catholic. Both teams into the bonus now. Conley inbound underneath. Needs to get it in.
Gotta get it in.
Good job by Wood, but it's given away to Galgano. He goes to the rack and gets the finish.
Bad turnover by Wilton. That hurts.
Williams, pull up 3, no good. Battle for the rebound. Cronenberg had it. It's back to Williams. Then the 8-footer's knocked down.
That's a clutch jumper.
Back and forth we go. Here's McGill with it. Opposite corner, and Cameron Blake's catching 3. Shooter no good. Galgano the rebound off glass. Cronenberg the rebound.
Cronenberg's got to be careful here.
As McGill came up from behind and poked it away with 3:39 remaining and a 4-point Trinity advantage.
Wilton's got to get this inbound in. Can't turn this ball over.
Much better that time on the inbound as Conley's going to go to the rack through contact, and he's heading to the line for 2.
Smart move by the senior there. Cut right into the basket. Draw the foul. These are big free throws coming up here for Drew Conley.
As they are in search of a towel. Able to find one now, so they'll wipe the floor down here.
This gives Wilton a little time to talk it over with head coach FCIAC a little bit, and as well as Trinity. Mike Walsh can give his 2 cents on how to beat this 1-3-1 defense for Wilton.
And Chris, you've been standing by the Wilton bench. What have the coaches been saying over the past few minutes?
Just been preaching, stay calm, relaxed, focused, move the basketball, don't force shots. And we've seen that they trimmed this deficit. 14-4 run here from the start of the end of the third quarter. Definitely been something that this Wilton Warriors team has settled down, and they've been able to start scoring, Frank.
As Conley, the senior, uncharacteristic, going 0 for 2 at the line.
Very shocked he missed both. Upset with himself. Still a 2-possession game, Frank.
Back across. McGill trying to spin around. A foul against Conley. Trinity into the bonus. It'll be 1-and-1 opportunity. No player in the game with more than 3 fouls.
Now, I thought even in the past 2 games we saw early on, Frank, But both teams did a nice job of staying out of foul trouble for the most part. Disciplined in this playoff tournament, which is not easy to do.
So it'll be Stefan McGill. .320 remaining, the front end. No good, and the rebound to Cronenberg.
Wilton's got to take advantage of this.
Slipped right out of his hand, and Wood's on it now. Poked away, and a foul on McGill. Warriors into the penalty.
Bad foul on McGill there.
And that is the fourth foul against McGill.
He's still, you don't see Coach Walsh going to the bench just yet.
As that one spins right out.
This is killing him, Frank. Foul shots. They could be back in this game. Still down by 2 possessions.
Under 3 minutes to play. Still a 4-point game. Wilton has got as close as 2 since that 14-0 run to start the second half. They've trailed by as many as 16. There's Galgano and McGill just playing catch up top.
Killing a lot of clock here.
Down low for Moist, off the glass. A great possession there by the Crusaders.
Good ball movement, great pass from Galgano. Down low. That's the 3rd time Drew Connolly's done that tonight. He's got to set his feet, put the ball down first before moving.
Coach Walsh going to take a timeout with 2:18 remaining, and his Crusaders leading by 6 will take it as well and be right back on the home of FCIAC Sports, the HAN Network.
Throughout National Eating Disorder Awareness Month in February, the HAN Network and Silver Hill Hospital are working together to raise awareness. Every Monday this month will feature in-depth discussions with experts at Silver Hill on a number of pertinent topics and treatment information, including early intervention, importance of nutrition, eating disorders in the LGBTQ community, and the neurobiology of disordered eating and body image. Watch those interviews during HAN's Coffee Break News Show Mondays at 11 and on demand at han.network.
When it comes to local entertainment, we've got it all.
From movies, local artists, etiquette, and more.
Watch HAN Arts and Leisure with me, Steve Coulter, and our Arts and Leisure editor, Sally Sanders, Mondays at 12:30, right here on the HAN Network.
Back on the HAN Network, Frank Renito, Kevin Coleman, Chris Cutto. And before we go across the court, an update from out of town on our Facebook live stream. 3rd period of hockey. Stanford, West Hill, and St. Joe's tied at 0 with 2 minutes remaining. We got 2:18 remaining here. It's a 6-point Trinity Catholic lead. Chris, tell us what we need to know.
Coach Walsh just really pressed the envelope of getting his bigs inside because they've been able to penetrate the glass at will. I mean, Trinity is just so much more of a physical specimen than Wilton is that they just are having relative ease, even in a presser situation like this. Back to you.
Thank you, Chris. The ball on the floor here. Galgano had it. It's turned over. Conley over to the right side, and Matala got the wall to go.
Big bucket down low.
Correction, that was Kyle Phillips with the bucket. And an official timeout as Galgano is slow to get off the floor. Might be bleeding, it looks like.
Yeah, Galgano having some difficulty.
Well, we mentioned the depth, Kevin, of Wilton. Kyle Phillips getting on the board for the first time. Haven't entered his name yet. What a great job by the trap, though, off the inbound.
Great job. That's where the double team comes to haunt you. How about making an impact just coming into the game? Big bucket there. Still down 4. They need another big stop here.
And there it is. Conley the steal. Hesitation and gets it.
What a big bucket by Drew Connolly. Can they get another steal?
Moyes looking to run, and he finally gains half court. Into the lane for Cantavio, and the shot rejected.
Herman.
Robert Herman, the block. You remember when we saw Wilton Fairfield Warde, it was the Herman block that sparked a 12-0 run and flipped that entire game around. Are we seeing it again with 1:48? The lead back down to 2. Inside, Contavio, that's offensive.
What a great job, Jack Wood. He's getting beat up tonight. He's putting his body before the team.
And you could hear that roar at Orham's Diner.
Oh, man, what a reference there, Frank.
With 1:46 remaining, another towel run required.
We're seeing a lot of that today. It's hot in this gym, Frank. Viewers at home, you guys don't know how warm it is in here, and it's only getting hotter.
I spoke with Coach Mike Walsh before the game, and I said, Coach, what a great finish to the year. You guys are playing so well. And he joked with me saying, well, we sure like to make it exciting. Once again, that's the case. 1:40 remaining in a 2-point Trinity lead.
Wilton has to be smart with the basketball here.
Conley very patient outside. Calling for the pick from Herman. Got the switch he wanted, now he wants to isolate. Back for Williams. Over to Conley. Time and space. Jack Wood for 3. No, but the rebound controlled by Conley. He goes inside. And McGill with the rebound. Up ahead, Galgano. Finger roll, and he gets it to go.
What a pretty move by Galgano. What an exciting finish we have here, Frank.
Final minute of play. Conley in trouble. Warriors trailing by 4. Cronenberg into the lane, lost it, and a foul is called against Cameron Blake.
Keep in mind, Wilton has 2 timeouts. Trinity has 1.
2 shots coming up, but Chris, the Warriors have struggled at the line here in this 4th quarter.
Yeah, this is where it's going to get really important to hit your free throws. This is ever so pivotal right here for Matt Cronenberg.
Knocks down the first, his 5th point of the night.
And if he makes this, expect to see the full court press. Full intensity here for the Warriors.
No good. And the rebound by Contavio.
That's a big miss.
3-point game. And a travel call with 36 seconds remaining. Wilton has 2 timeouts. Trinity with 1. Wilton in the double bonus. Trinity in the bonus. Do not need a 3 yet. As Cronenberg pulls up at the free throw line.
What a big shot. Ice in his veins.
It's a 1-point game and a 30-second timeout taken. We're going to stay here through it. How about the seniors stepping up in the 4th quarter?
How about all the seniors? You got Drew Connolly stepping up. Cronenberg stepping up. My goodness.
Peter Galgano stepping up for the Crusaders.
Galgano is really playing really well. You talk about that big steal, the nice finger roll layup to extend the lead. Good defense, but here's where the full court press is going to come into play. You see Kyle Phillips check back in. He was one of the guys on the court to get that steal, get that bucket to go on that last steal for Wilton.
No Wilton player on the floor has more than 2 fouls. How long do you let this possession go, Kev, before you have to foul?
I try and get a steal. If they get into the backcourt, that's when you commit a foul. Whoa!
Over to Moyes. Down to Cameron Blake. Still no foul with 20 on the clock. And they foul McGill.
Good move.
With 16. Take me through that inbound. What happened there?
It's my mistake. You're allowed to go back out of bounds and get the ball and put it back in.
So we saw the pass come over. And that was how they ran the inbound play.
I thought I saw it differently, but looking back on it, it was the right call. These are big free throws coming up here from McGill.
It is a 1-and-1 opportunity, too. The Warriors cannot allow an offensive rebound no matter what. Comes up short. Cronenberg, the rebound, and he's fouled.
Wow. That's it for McGill. Fouled out. Wow. You talk about drama. We've got it right here on the HCN Network for you, folks.
14 seconds remaining, 52-51. You can see the Trumbull Eagles peeking through the windows on the doors as they're waiting for their game.
So far, all three games have lived up to the high drama. Richfield getting a buzzer-beating win. Danbury edging out a three-point win. Who's going to win this one?
$14 seconds remaining. Cronenberg is at the free throw line.
Big moment here. Big moment for the senior. Clutch.
They're in the double bonus. They'll shoot a second for the lead. Trinity still with one timeout remaining.
And I expect them to use it out of the inbound. Wow. What a comeback for Wilton. Wow.
Timeout Trinity with 14 seconds remaining. We're going to take it as well. We'll be right back on the HAN Network.
On time, done right, safe and reliable. MrHandymanCT.com.
Let our satisfied customers tell it.
I have called Mr. Handyman for every reason, every occasion, every broken item, every leak. They have bailed me out on many occasions, and I would recommend them to anyone.
For any project, large or small.
MrHandymanCT.com.
Back on the HAN Network with 14 seconds remaining. It is a 1-point Wilton Warrior lead. They have held Trinity Catholic to just 10 points this quarter. Cronenberg hitting 2 free throws there to give them the advantage, but by no means this game over. What is Coach Walsh drawing up right now?
He could be drawing up a couple things there, Frank. You want to try and get it to one of the big guys' hands. Down one, look to go low. Maybe draw a foul, get to the line. You got to get it past half court, though. Galgano needs to take care of the basketball.
And here is Galgano now. 10 seconds remaining, quickly inside. Cantavio, Moise, mid-range jumper. No good, the rebound Herman, and he's fouled.
Jack Wood is down. He's in a lot of pain. Frank, he has been getting beat up all game long.
I think it was a timeout called before the foul. As we're trying to figure out what the official scoring was here. Let's go over with Chris Kutzo and see if he's got a better idea of what just happened. Chris.
It looks like they did not get the timeout when they got the rebound, so they'll be shooting free throws for Wilton, so definitely something to watch out for. See if they can hit 2 of 2 here, put this game at a 3-point advantage.
Thank you, Chris. A 1-point lead, and Herman at the line. Shooting 2 is the initial thought.
Still a lot of time. If Wilton doesn't make these, Trinity still has plenty of time to get up the court.
And even if they do make both of them, it's a 3-point game.
Right.
4 seconds left. Although at the opposite end of the floor, it is going to be the timeout. So the timeout got in, no free throws here. Now it becomes a little trickier. No timeouts remaining for either squad now.
Wilton
this ball has to get inbounded.
Has to get in. Can't turn this ball over, especially underneath Trinity's basket.
Over to Conley. Touched by McGill. And they'll say going Wilton's way. 3.5 remaining now.
Good defense, though, by Cameron Blake.
Looking for Cronenberg this time. They got it to him, and a foul quickly coming from Constant with 2.4 remaining. Who else would you want the line right now, though?
Cronenberg has been clutch from the line. Still, 2.4 seconds. If Cronenberg hits both of these, Trinity still has a chance to catch it, turn, and shoot. So clutch. This is what happens when you spend extra time at the gym, putting up free throws after practice, before practice.
That's wrong. The lead is 54-52. 2 for 2. Galgano to send it overtime. No! The comeback complete. What an effort from the Wilton Warriors.
What a comeback from these Wilton Warriors. Student section, fans going nuts. What a big comeback. Coming into halftime, you weren't sure if they were going to come back from this. What an amazing comeback. We saw it a month ago against Fairfield Warde. We see the resiliency come back again against Trinity Catholic. What an effort.
Cronenberg with 9 points in the third quarter. Joins our own Chris Kutzo down in midcourt. Chris.
HAM player of the game, Matt Cronenberg. Matt, take me through that comeback. That was just incredible. We started off a little hot, just a little hot in the first quarter. Second quarter, we started to drop off a little, but we still had the lead. And then the third quarter, we weren't playing our game. We were just letting them dictate the game. And then Coach Joel, he obviously got that tech, and I think it just fueled us and our experience and our heart and our will, and everything went our way towards the end. It was a team victory.
How were you able to ramp up the pressure defensively and force turnovers?
Pardon, excuse me?
How were you able to ramp up the pressure defensively?
Oh, we just had a sense of urgency. We're seniors. We all have the same goal. We know what it takes to win, and we really showed it tonight.
All right, Matt Cronenberg, HAM player of the game. Moving on to the semifinals. Back to you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, Matt. Thank you, Chris. We're going to step aside. We're back shortly with our fourth quarterfinal match of the night. The final score, Wilton 55, Trinity 52. Trumbull McMahon coming up shortly, always on the HAN Network.